Jeez! Converted man here. Wow, that was interesting. Cross-examined is gonna lie to us about stuff. Let's check it out.
Believing in God is for dumb people. Evolution answers the question of how we got here. So how do we know that a God even exists?
That's so dumb.
It's dumb. And like nobody said that. You just like said that. Like you said that. Like nobody said that, right? Just you said. Anyways, okay, all right.
That's how we start. Let's start a question with an insult. That's always helpful, right?
It wasn't a question, it was a statement. Let's go back and make sure though. Let's just skip past just want to make sure it was a statement.
Believing in God is for dumb people. Evolution answers the question of how we got here. So how do we know that a God even exists?
Oh, okay. There was a question there. All right. Never mind. I'm stupid. All right. Keep going.
That's so dumb.
You're dumb. Your face is dumb. Your shirt's dumb.
Let's start a question with an insult. That's always helpful, right?
It didn't start. Okay, wait. It didn't start with an insult. So I'm still technically correct that he was wrong about it because it was like only dumb. It started with only. It didn't start with dumb. So it didn't start with the insult. Oh, okay.
Dumb people. Well,
look, you are unintellectual if you believe in God.
Okay, well, let's start by saying that reason itself needs to be explained.
Why? Why does it need to be explained? How does explaining and or not explaining reason give any merit to whatever your claim is at all? It doesn't. So that's it. We're done. Being unable or unwilling to explain reason has no connection to your burden of proof. Thanks for playing. Let's keep going, though, because it will be stupid.
And if people are going to say, well, you're dumb for believing in something, what that person's presupposing is that it would be intelligent to believe something else. But
well, yeah, that's like what the word means. Good job. Wow.
But why does reason exist to begin with? Why?
What does that have to do with your burden of proof?
Can we use a 3-pound organ between our skulls?
Wait, is the brain really how heavy is the average brain of human? Let's see. It's oh god. Jeez. What's 1,336 GR? What does that mean? I don't know what that is. 2 pounds. It's grams. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's about 2.9 pounds. So hey, he got something right. Yay! Although it's less than 3, but whatever.
To try and ascertain truths outside of our skulls. Why can we do that?
Those are questions, but not having the answer to any of those questions doesn't mean anything. All you're doing here is implying that if you do not have the answers to these questions, then the answer must therefore be the desired answer you want, which is nothing more than an appeal to ignorance and or personal incredulity. In this case, it's an appeal to ignorance. Say, I don't know, therefore God, right? That's it. That's all you're doing. And none of these questions, answered or unanswered, has anything to do with your burden of proof. But funnily enough, I don't even know if funnily is a word. Whatever, funnel cake, I guess it is a word. Oddly enough, we do have the answer for that question. Not that it's relevant at all, but, we do have the answer. I'll give it to you later, maybe, if I feel like it. I might not. I don't know. Let's see where this goes.
At all. I mean, it's like when atheists say, well, there's no evidence for God. I sometimes want to say to them, why is there evidence for anything?
What? Why is there evidence for anything? What? That's not an answer to the question at all. It's just like, oh, well, I'm going to dodge your question with another. Answer the question. Answer the question. Anyway, so why is there evidence for anything at all? Because things exist. That's why. That's it. But again, not having the answer to that has nothing to do with the question being asked, which is, why isn't there evidence for God? Which, of course, you could object to as being loaded. You could say, well, that assumes there is not evidence for God. Or you know, okay, well, you know what I meant. Like I meant is it doesn't appear to me that there's evidence of God. So why is that? Or, you know, can you give me the evidence of God or anything like that? And instead of doing that, which he's not going to do, spoiler alert, he's not going to give any evidence for God, let alone his version of God in this video. So yeah, it's just, yeah, again, I want to say right back, why is there evidence for anything? You're
I mean, why can we ascertain truths about the real world and draw conclusions about them?
Mm-hmm.
And
because we can. Because doing so enables us to survive. Because that's what biological evolution led us to. Because lobsters exist. None of this, any and all answers to that question still have nothing to do with your burden of proof. Not having the answer or not wanting to supply the answer doesn't have anything to do with your burden of proof. And all you're doing, again, is still implying that if you don't know the answer to that question, therefore God must have done it.
And the answer is, in my view, is because our mind is made in the image of the great mind. And there are these.
That's nice, but you need to prove that that's the case at all. So do that.
Immaterial laws out there called the laws of logic that are grounded.
That's not what do you mean by immaterial? That doesn't make sense. What you just said is immaterial. What immaterial law? Immaterial law. Is that even like okay? Let's see. Something immaterial would mean that something's not relevant to the issue presented. Yeah, I mean, so it doesn't apply, but that's not like. So no, he's wrong about that word. Don't use the word. No, the laws of logic are rules that, like, that's how logic works and functions. They're not out there in. Why do theists do this? Stop eating Play-Doh. Plato's the one that came up with this whole stupid cave analogy, which made this whole thing a mess in the first place. No, those rules don't exist anywhere except in our brains.
In God's nature that allow us to ascertain truths.
Okay, so he's just doing precept. Oh, the laws of logic exist in God's brain. If you use logic, then you already affirm God. Ha ha ha! You're a moron.
About the real world. Mm-hmm. So intelligence itself needs to be explained. When people say you're dumb if you don't believe X, Y.
Intelligence does not need to be explained. Not at all. Again, nothing to do with your burden of proof. But again, we can explain intelligence. It's amazing. Once more, biological evolution is the explanation. But he's going to get dumber. Oh, yes, he is. Plus, he's wrong. Like him being dumb, just to make sure that everybody understands, him being dumb is completely and wholly irrelevant to whether or not his argument sucks. His argument does suck, and he's dumb.
Or Z. Well, they're assuming that intelligence exists. But let me even back.
They're assuming that intelligence exists. You're a moron. Like, you don't have to assume that. Of course it does. If you're able to ask the question, if you can ask a question, then intelligence exists. There you go. You don't have to assume anything about it. You're a moron. Stop. Please, just stop it. Stop. Ah!
Back out further than that, Melissa, and say this. When people ask me, how do you know that God exists? My answer is,
Which is a different question than what she said. Like, so now you've gone up. Like, why was it so hard to answer the initial question, which is, why isn't there evidence for God, right? Like it was kind of a long question. I'd have to go back. Let's see, where am I? 158. Let's remember that number. Let me go back and listen to the question, and then I'm gonna write down the question, and then we're gonna see that he doesn't answer the question so that I can complain about that. And then things will okay, so
Believing in God is for dumb people. Evolution answers the question of how we got here. So how do we know that a God even exists?
that's so dumb. That's how we start. Let's start a question with an insult. That's always helpful, right?
okay, hold on. She said that pretty darn fast. All right, go again. I have to do this again.
So how do we know that a God
Wait.
Evolution answers the question of how we got here. So how do we know that a God even exists?
That's so dumb. That's how we start. Let's start a question with an insult. That's always helpful.
Okay, hold on. Just want to make sure I got it
That's how
right.
we start.
Exists and of how we got here. So how do we know dumb people? Believing in God is for dumb people. Evolution answers the question of how we know that a God even exists.
That's so dumb.
Okay, all right. I got it finally. All right, now I'm going to return to the time index I was at 158 and just make sure that he's actually answering the question that he was asked.
My answer,
Okay.
people ask me, how do you know that God exists?
Okay, so he said, how do you even know God exists? Yeah, that is the last part of the question. Okay, so yeah, he actually remembered the original question. Yeah, so that is the last part of the question. Like, it's a bizarre question. It's a question that I think they made up because it's just so weird. Like, it's not like it's not even really a thing. It's just like, you fake that. Like, it wasn't actually asked by anybody. And jeez. So it's believing in God is for dumb people, which is a sentence, not a question. Evolution answers how we got here. So how do we even know a God exists? Yeah, that's okay. That's just so he's just dropping it to the last part. Fine. Okay.
Answer is because God explains effects that we can all see around us. In other words,
that is dumb. That is dumb. That is not how you know that something is. Anything that I make up could explain the effects around us. That doesn't mean that dang thing is real. Also, we already have lots of things that explain all the things around us. All you're doing is an appealing to mystery and appealing to the unknown and being like, oh, we don't know this. Therefore, God, that's all you're doing. That's all you've been doing and all you're going to continue doing. So, yeah. So, yeah, I could say, well, magic is why everything is like this, and magic explains why everything is this way. Therefore, magic exists. That's how I know that magic exists, because magic explains the lobster is the deity, because the lobster explains perfectly rationally how everything came into being. If you just read the Lobsters, it's all in there. It's dumb. Dumb. You're dumb. Stop it. Stop for a moment and think about what you're saying. How you know God exists? God explains everything. No. First of all, no, it doesn't explain anything. And even if it did, that's irrelevant. How you know something exists should be because there's empirical evidence for it, because there's some sort of repeatable test I can run on it, because I have a valid and sound argument for it, because something, but not that, not what you're saying, because it explains everything. No, that's wrong. That's not how you know it. That's what you believe about it. You believe that your particular version of your particular God explains the phenomena of the universe. Then you say, well, I believe in God because it explains the things of the universe. But you were told that God explains the things of the universe. So it's completely and wholly circular. You're dumb. Also, you're wrong. So keep going.
In other words, we're reasoning from effect to cause. And this is what scientists do when they have an
No, this isn't what scientists do. They don't do that. You don't go from effect to no, shut up. You don't know what shut up. Get the word science out of your mouth before I smack it out of your mouth. Shut up. You're dumb. I don't like you anymore. I didn't know. I might have liked you at the start, but now I don't like you. So I don't know. Just no. Bad boy. Bad cross-examine. Stop it, Frank. Just why are you wearing safety glasses? It looked like safety glasses. I don't even know if that is that really a bookshelf behind you. It looks like you have a green screen. Go get one of those books. I want to see if that's real. I don't think that's real. Is that a skull on back there? It's all blurred, so it's not real. It's not
effect.
real.
They're trying to figure out what caused it. So one example of an effect is creation itself.
Creation it already preassumes there's a creator. You're moron. You're a moron. I would play the clip from Mystery Men where like they say moron, but pretty sure it would get copyright claimed. Kind of want to do it anyways. I don't know.
We know that the universe had a beginning. That's the
No, we do not know that. Not no. Oh, why do they do this? No, that's not. No.
Effect. So we're trying to reason back to a cause,
which we can't do.
And if space, matter, and time is an effect, then the cause must be spaceless, time.
No. Again, it's not the opposite of the things. That's illogical, incoherent. Stop.
This immaterial, powerful, personal, and intelligent. This is some of the things we unpack.
It has to do all these things. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't have to be any of those things. Oh my word! You're just assuming that your conclusion is right without any evidence whatsoever. Oh, it hurts. I'm almost done though.
Back in our I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist book.
Oh, I hate your book. Your book's stuff. I don't have enough to be. I don't have any faith. I don't have any faith, you dummy. You're dumb. I already posted a comment.
Presentation. Design is an effect. So we're
no, that assumes that the things are designed, which they're not. So whatever.
Back to a cause of design.
No, that a designer. Design needs a designer. You stupid. You're dumb.
Design in the universe and design in life. So we're reasoning from effect to cause. We have
dumb.
A moral law written on our hearts.
No. See, you're assuming, and then they're saying moral law is written on your heart. Prove it. Show that that's true. If it's true, why is it that people all over the earth have different morals and ethics and stuff? You're stupid. You know what? I'm gonna rename this. Dumb people. Yeah, some people that believe in God are dumb. Okay? And you want an example of a dumb person that believes in God? There he is, right there. That's him. He's in the red. He's got a red shirt. He's got stupid-looking safety glasses on. He's got dyed hair that's brown. Pretty sure he dyed it. He looks I don't know. I don't know what he looks like. He just looks normal, I guess. Just boring. I just got a fake bookshelf behind him. It's probably green screened in. I think there's supposed to be a skull on that shelf. Anyways, so that's what a dumb theist looks like. Or dumb. You're dumb, Frank. I'm almost done with the video. Okay.
That's an effect. So we're reasoning back to a cause, the moral lawgiver. We have the ability to reason, which is what we were just speaking about. That's an effect. So we're reasoning back to a.
That's not. It's not an effect. Oh my god. I don't even know why. I mean, just why did I do this? Why did I think it was a good idea? I was like, I want to do a video. I'm gonna do this video. I want to do. Meow 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 meow. I am there. Meow 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 meow. Anyways, so if you laughed at any part of that insanity, then you need to see a psychiatrist or something. I don't know.
Cause a transcendent mind.
Oh my god.
So how do we know God exists? We reason from effect to cause. We know him by
No, that's not how you know a thing. Ah, jeez.
His effects. Hey, isn't it interesting though that the evolutionists, speaking of evolution, because that was part of
Evolutionists, you suck.
the question,
Yeah.
they assume that the effect is greater than the cause.
What? The effect is greater than the cause? What do you mean? No, they don't. What are you talking about?
Right?
Mhm.
They're saying that we have all this complexity, say just in human life, for example, that arose from something very simple.
Yeah,
And somehow it brought us to this greater effect than the cause itself had to begin with. Well, that would seem to be a violation of cause and effect.
No,
Because the cause can't give what it doesn't have. So the effect shouldn't have something the cause doesn't have. And yet they're saying, no, we're an effect and it's greater than the cause that created us.
You're done.
These natural laws or whatever. So they're actually violating what is one of the principal elements of the law of causality. That the effect.
No. Okay. So let's see. Remember what he said right there, because it's really important. Hold on, I'm gonna find this thing, and then I'll show you the thing I'm finding. He said, like a small thing, right, can't affect a larger thing, right? Oh my God, I can't play that. That's what he said, right? Here, hey, look at what video I found. Look at this video. So see that small, tiny domino down there? Guess what? Guess what's gonna happen when he hits that small domino? Just do it. Oh, look at this. Look at this tiny little domino. Look at the tiny little domino. Remember what he said? He said, oh, small thing can't affect larger thing. Remember that? Remember what he said? Yeah. We all remember what he said. You know what? I have to go back to the video because, like, I want to play him saying that over this video. I get it. Yeah, who was it? There we go. Okay, so back to this. Where was it? It was like towards the end. Okay. Here, yeah. This is about it. I think, but I'm not sure. I don't think I can do that. There's no way I can do that. I can't share two windows at once. Ah, man. Well, anyways, yeah, he said that. He said the thing. He says there's a violation. The cause can't give what it doesn't have. And the cause can't be smaller than the effect. And then here's a small thing. And he picks up the big old thing at the end. Big giant domino. I wonder what's going to happen when he hits the small domino. Well, it can't possibly knock over the bigger domino because Frank, whatever his face is, he failed chemistry, Frank. That's what he did. And then he can't. So when this guy hits the little domino, nothing's going to happen, right? Everybody wait for it. Nothing's going to happen. Oh my God, it did. It worked. Oh my word. Frank, you're a moron. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to leave your morons in the comments below with the things and the